Hello, everyone. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me, but welcome to the channel. I am actually a little remorseful that I didn't do this at the very beginning of the series after every single book that I read. What I'm going to be doing is giving a book review of the last two books I just finished in the Legend of Drizzt series. It's a Dungeons and Dragons series that revolves around the most renowned character in all of D&D, Drizzt Jordan, the Dark Elf. So, really cool. For those of you that don't know anything about Drizzt, I'll give you a brief overview. Dark Elves were the elves that were kind of cast down by Coelian, who's like the main deity of the elves. Their deity is Lolth, the Spider Queen. Super evil. They're just really vicious, really cutthroat. They're a subterranean species. They live in the Underdark or underground, for those that aren't really familiar with D&D terms. Just great character throughout the series because of his black skin. He's a drow, right? His race don't have a great reputation amongst surface dwellers. He goes to the surface in Sohern, the third book in the series. Might have been in exile, the end of the second book of the series. I think it was Sohern. Anyways, he gets a lot of looks. He gets attacked for no reason. He gets talked down to. He's denied opportunities, all because of the color of his skin, because of his race. And whether you want to draw some parallels to that outside of here, I'm going to try to stay as apolitical as possible on my channel. But great character for everybody to read to. He's super honorable. He's kind. He's the most skilled swordsman. So his skill, typically people don't see his value because of his appearance, but in time they see his value because of his actions, the way he carries himself, and his ability to fend off evil, fend off real bad guys. So this one, Starless Night. This is the 8th book in the series. These are the mass market paperbacks that you can't really get anymore. I actually really like the artwork on these, so I was upset that I didn't buy more of the series sooner. I believe I have I think I have 18 out of the first 21 books in the series already purchased. This is book 8. I just started book 10 a couple days ago. I think yesterday, actually. Started book 10. So, in Starless Night, spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't read the first 7. In Starless Night, and I'll try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, Drizzt goes on a foolhardy quest, essentially a suicide mission, to Menzo Berezin, depending on how you want to pronounce it, which is one of the biggest capital cities of the Drow Elves in the lore, which is where he's from. He goes back because they're hunting for him. They're constantly, in the previous books, they're sending out skirmishes, and they're attacking his friends and his family that he now lives with and associates with to get to him. So he, on basically a sacrificial quest to try to satiate their appetite for him, he goes to the heart of it all. He has Caddy Bree, who's like a close friend, but I don't want to spoil anything. But they become closer than just friends in some of these later book series I'm hearing. Especially, I believe the book's called The Finest Twilight of Dawn. It's like a spin-off about his daughter. That comes out in, I think, 3 weeks from now. We're in the 3rd week of October in 2025 currently. So, this book was great. I would say it's tough. I would probably say this has been my favorite book so far in the series. I read 9. I just got through a Siege of Darkness. So, great battle scenes. R.A. Salvatore never disappoints to articulate the battles in a way that makes you feel like you're watching them. They just evoke that really vivid imagery. But yeah, basically, Catti goes on a rescue mission, and then on the cover here you see Drizzt Jordan fighting probably my second favorite character in the whole series, Artemis and Tiri. Drizzt would be my third favorite character. Artemis being the second. Jarlaxle is my first. And he plays a really big role in this book. So if you're a big Jarlaxle fan, if you're in the first, let's say you're on book 5 or 6 right now, hold tight, because this is one of the essential Jarlaxle books for you. Amazing. Jarlaxle is a drow elf. He leads Brigand Dianthri, who is a mercenary. They're the mercenary group in the city of Menzoberranzan, and they kind of fight to help the ongoing power struggle. In drow society, it is a matriarchy, so there is a 2-tier system. Women, even the lowest woman in that society, is above like the most skillful or most valuable male in that society. So it kind of flips some of the old school societal norms on their head. Really interesting series to read. If you're looking at getting into it, I would heavily recommend it. Great read. For somebody that has a background in D&D, I grew up playing 3.0, 3.5, which to me is still the best version of D&D by far. Has the most material out of any version of D&D ever created by far. It was great. And it really is kind of written for 3.0, 3.5 players. If you're playing 5th edition is what's popular currently. I think 5.5, they're about to call it or whatever. I think we're in that transition period now. It's still applicable. All the things that the drows do, their innate magical abilities, they're all here. But I would say it's an absolute must read. Like these first, for sure, books 1 through 8 are a must read for those that are going to do an Underdark campaign. You will not do an Underdark campaign as well prior to this as you will after. So, great book. Good fight scenes, good storyline. Definitely my favorite of the series so far. My second favorite so far is probably, I think it's book 6, The Halfling's Gem, which is where Artemis and Tiri, who's a super vicious assassin, he's a human assassin, that's kind of where he gets introduced, I believe. So, yeah, great characters. And I'm going to give this on a 5-star rating system. I'm going to give this, even within this series, I'm going to give it a 5-star. Amazing read. Have a great day, everyone.